Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Business Room podcast. We are here at the How to Web conference, and I have a special guest next to me, which came a long way from Amsterdam to Bucharest to surprise us with insights from the big companies she's been involved in. But I'm gonna leave her introduce herself. Hi, Kate. Thank you for being here.
Hi. I'm Kate. I'm a product builder. I build products at companies like Booking and Miro. And at Booking, I worked at AI-powered trip planner experience. And at Miro, I worked on the most exciting part that I think, collaboration and facilitation experience.
That's so cool. I know everyone knows these names.
Yeah.
And my first question is, what do you find challenging about working in this type of companies, like having a big responsibility on your shoulders, how it feels for you to do this on a daily basis?
Yeah. I think that I would not call it a challenge, rather than like something that you always need to keep in mind, that you are building a product and you building something meaningful that makes a difference. So you still need to have this like startup mentality in your mind that like we are not building something that takes years and like long processes. You still can operate in this like fast moving process as like iterations, and it is still possible even like if you are working in big company. So you need to keep this in mind all the time, and you need to like also share this understanding inside the team, so you always understand that we are not building some like monster. We are building things, we are building product that makes sense, and we need to have iteration. We need to always be connected to our customers, and understand like how our business works.
Okay. But what are your duties as a product manager?
Oh, duties.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think like product manager is responsible for building the right product with the just the right solution for your customers. But on the other hand, you need to understand like to have this good connection with what is the business, like what is the business goal, why you need it, why the business need it, because like you don't want to build a product that maybe make your customers happy, but like your business will be not happy about it, like you have some loss and etc., that like the ROI just like doesn't work. On the other hand, you also need to have a good connection with the team who actually builds, and I think for product manager is this kind of facilitator between like these different parts about the business, about the customer, and about the team, that just orchestrate this whole thing together. And at the end, he's responsible of the product. So like you are the driving force. Maybe sometimes you are like in the a bit beyond. Maybe sometimes you need to give some space for a team. But yeah, this is like the duty. And I think it just like doesn't matter what company you work in, where it is like big enterprise, where it is like a startup. This is like what product person is, and like it's always been like that.
Okay. Can you give us an example of probably a moment in your career where you faced, like a challenge with the team you were coordinating? Like you felt probably that you needed help, and how you solved everything in that scenario.
I needed help, or
Probably, yeah. You needed help
yeah,
from somebody.
yeah. Well, I think in general, this is maybe not in product specific advice, but in general, like some kind of team dynamic that on the one hand, you like it feels very empowering when you're confident, and like people around you see it and they feel it. But the downside is that sometimes you're like overconfident, And sometimes you can make bad decision about it because like you think that you know everything, but this is like never the case. You cannot know everything. And I think this is like the thing that is important to know, and this is one of the also leadership advice, that you also need to be vulnerable and ask for help. This is actually one of the advice that I got from my manager at Booking, that like ask for help, because like this doesn't mean that like you are not good enough, or like you don't make your like you don't fit your responsibilities. Just asking for help is like also showing that you are in the level of seniority where you understand that this is the part that you don't know, and you can just ask for help. And I think like this is I incorporate this all the time. Like I believe that in general, I'm the person who knows a lot, but I don't have, for example, like strong technical knowledge, but I know that my engineers do. And when I need to make some decision that is like a lot about what technical approach we should move forward with, this is actually the engineers that I collaborate with. So I always give them a voice. And the same goes like with design, with user research, because I think this is important to understand that like you can learn a lot, but there are still people who have other opinions, and the right decision always lays in this intersection of like different opinions, and then you come together with something like way more amazing that it was initially.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Actually, this led me to a question. When you first got to Miro,
Yeah.
for example, how long it took you to get to know everything about the project, so you can
yeah.
have an overview,
Yeah.
understand what's going on, know what to delegate to other people, know where to stop, where to push forward.
Yeah.
It's a whole ecosystem in your head.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is that I joined Mira when it was a small company. So it was like a real-time board. Yeah, and it was less than 200 people. And back then it was like much easier. So you join the company and you knew people that like you can go to and ask about something. And my first months at Mira, I was onboarded through customer support team, and this was like very, very cool, because this was like me understanding the product on like the hyper speed, because I looked at the support request, ticket request, and I also answered. So I needed to learn in and out about the whole product, like what bugs do we have, what functionalities do we have, but also like I don't know, like what something about like how to buy something, or like how to get the invoice. So all the ins and out. And later it really helps me to have like this big picture, because I think for a project person it is important to know not only your like little space, especially when you're in the big company. Like usually you own some like small part of the business, and you like your ownership stops there. But also to understand the whole ecosystem, like how all things work, because they're all connected to each other. Yeah, so your question was about like when I understood.
Yeah, how long it took you to like
Yeah, so I think for like it for me, right, it was like, yeah, I think like this first month when it was like really fast deep dive into everything, but also like the size was much smaller. For big companies like Booking, it took me much more time. I think like 3 months, just because like there are so many things. And I remember that, yeah, it was like I had this one of the onboarding session where I learned these cool things that other teams are working on, and I was thinking, oh my god, these people are so smart. Like it's impossible. Like I didn't know that like this flow exists, or like this team exists, and what they're doing. So it's like really cool. But yeah, of course, in big company, it takes you longer than in a smaller one.
Yeah, and I feel it's the best way of you know understanding a product. If it's your first time being there, it's actually what you said. Just face the clients and face like the people that are using on a daily basis again, because you are exposed to everything that can come to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's gonna be a lot of information. Of course, it's gonna bump in your face, but it's for the best.
Yeah. One of the advice that I also follow is to be your own customer. Of course, like you need to take it with grain of salt, but like use it on daily basis. And for product that I worked with, it was quite easy because these are products that you can use in your work, in your like vacation planning, but you use it every day and you use different flows because sometimes as a product you just don't think about some of the use case and then accidentally someone just like share with you something and you realize how other people use it and you start using it that way. So it's just like use it every day. It's like be your own customer.
And Kate, after your experience at Miro, you transitioned to Booking. But how was this transition like? Because the industries are different, the product is different, the customers are not looking alike, I would say. How it felt to have this change in your life?
It's a good question. I think that there are different approach in that, and I know that like when some companies hire people, they look to like have the same expertise like in the same industry, so like people just can do one job at one company and then in another company. But in my case, I have at Mira I built my expertise about around building 0 to 1 product. And I've been doing it a lot and working with the team and like a lot about collaboration and how to set up this environment where team can create new cool things together. So in this case, I moved to Booking to do this part. So I was thinking, and like this is why also it was a fit that Booking wanted to build something 0 to 1, and I was there building something 0 to 1. So I think it's about that yes, industries are different, but on the other hand, you can apply the same principles of like 0 to 1. You can apply the same mindset of like how to build things fast, how to always have this connection to customers, and how to work with your team. Of course, it is some learning curve to understand like how it works, because it's just like a bit different in terms of like, yes, it is more B2C product. The audience is like different. They have different seasonality. It is a bit different in terms of like the consumptions on different platforms, because here you have app on Android and iOS. At Miro, it's like also app, but also web that is like most frequently used. So yes, patterns were different, but on the other side, like this core thing that you need to build is pretty much the same. And it is about the approach that you can take from building product in one space to apply it to another space. So I think this is the case in my experience.
Okay, and what was your, let's say, your favorite memory of developing the product at Booking?
Yeah, I think in general, I just feel very empowered when something that I and my team developed is finally out there and customers can use it. And maybe it's not even like the product that you already have in your app. Maybe it's just like the cool prototype, and then you have some insights. So basically, I think it's not like only Booking related, but in general, I feel the most exciting part when like you have some hypothesis, you put it down into something like prototype or some like vibe coded project or the real project, and then you give it to customers. and you see that it is actually working. So this is the best part. Of course, it doesn't happen all the time, because this is the cool thing also about product, that you fail. You need to fail a lot to have this like moment of success. But it's just cool to see the feedback in real life.
You've mentioned vibe coding.
Yeah.
And I think we should switch a bit on this side, because I've seen you have quite a passion about it, if we can say it like that.
Yeah.
And I've seen you have projects on your own as well. And we discovered a bit about them earlier before starting the podcast. Can you tell me more about what you've developed on your own?
Yeah, so yes, vibe coding is like my current hobby, passion. I don't know how to call it. Yeah, so I think that this is the just very cool thing, because it also changed a bit the dynamic of how you work with your team. Because before that, like you as a product manager, like you give them requirements. And then like you kind of left out, because like then developers need to do things, and then like you only have the output, like some project. But with vibe coding, you can also be part of this. And yeah, you can be part of this in terms of like you can write the prompt that your product will use and your developers will use, but also like you can vibe code things from scratch, and basically 0 to 1, something that I like and that is my passion about. Yeah, so I've been doing it as like the side thing a lot, and yeah, I think like I've been doing it now every day. For me as a hobby, also like to consult people on how to do it, some startups as well. And I think I use it as something that I want to learn how to do. Like I want to learn how to build the AI chat. Okay, let me build the product with like this AI chat. I want to build something to know how to analyze something with having the prompt on the back. Okay, I just find the use case. But I also want my project to be something that I actually interested about. So that's why I have like several actually cool vibe coded projects that is like my own. And one of them is I recently started this hobby that is like not IT related at all. I'm doing my sourdough bread because, yeah, as the IT person, you just want sometimes to get out of this laptop and do something with your hands. So I found the sourdough is like the best for me to have this moment of meditation. And yes, so I started doing it and I really loved it. But at some point I went to bake more, but my family couldn't eat more bread. Yeah, so I was thinking how to like make it more scalable in terms of like distribution. Yes, and I created like came up with this idea that like my Miro was SaaS product, and like Miro SaaS is like cool industry. And I was thinking maybe I can do my sourdough as SaaS, and then I came up with this idea of sourdough as a service. So basically, I built this product, this subscription-based model, and I posted it on LinkedIn. Yes, now I have 10 paid customers. Thank you all for buying it. It's available only in Amsterdam. And actually, I don't need more customers. I'm fine with 10. Half of them are my friends. But still, like, yeah, it's just cool that I created this thing just like out of my mind and connected my hobby, my passion in vibe coding, also like some knowledge about like how subscription works. Yeah, so this is something that I have right now.
And have you thought on where do you want this to go? Like, do you have a vision on this?
Yeah, so I think that this is also a cool thing that I think even when you vibe code and when I do vibe coding, I don't like, I have this idea of like some cool product that I can build. But I think that it is important to understand that you don't want to build product that just like for the sake of product. It's also cool if you have a vision. And I think this is important that like even now in this like era of AI where you can build things so fast, you still have this vision in mind of like where it can go next. What will be this like how the success will look like in 3 years. Yes, so for my sourdough, yes, there is the vision for that. And my product will go international. So I have a friend in London who is also doing the sourdough. And yes, so I want to add more people to this platform, because basically this is a platform where bakers like this, bakers who do it because like they just like it, can sell their breads to like their friends and family. I don't know, like, okay, family, I will not charge family for this. But anyway, yeah, so my product will go international in maybe next week.
I hope so. Next week?
Yeah, it's vibe coded. I mean, like, it's so fast and easy to do. Of
Next
course.
week, okay. Yeah. So probably when this episode is gonna be launched, we're gonna have news. We're gonna have news from Kate. Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And from this this experience, you know, as being a founder and a baker at the same time, but also having you know, your expertise in leading a lot of people. I'm curious though, how do you keep your team motivated? Here you don't have a team yet.
Yeah.
But in general, when you have a team in your projects, how do you keep them motivated, you know?
Yeah, I think that...
and how do you keep yourself motivated?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I think I am passionate about building the product that just like makes sense, that customer love. And I think I always try to find team that have this same passion, that just doesn't want to make product in the sense of like, let's build product, or because like someone told us. They actually want to solve problems. And for me, it is important to be connected to people, to my customer, to feel their pain and like what they want to do. And I believe that for team, it is also important. So this is like what I think is key for you to have this shared understanding of why you're doing it, what is your customer, what are their pain points, so people can actually relate. So this is also what I've been doing a lot with my team in my like all projects that I worked at, that you don't act as like, I'm a product manager, I know the user pain and this is the requirements. I connect my engineers to user sessions, so they also can run user session. And this is like incredible, where you start using the language, not like engineer can ask me like, what are the requirements? No, the language that you start using is like, what is the user problem? And then when you collaborate on something, my engineers can ask me like, do you think this is the solution for this problem? Because like we think it's different. And I think this is the key. When you understand together what is the user problem, you're connected on this field, and you launch something, you see the result, you understand, is it working, is it not? And then you kind of have this passion to solve the actual problem. So I think this is like something that I'm passionate about. I try to work with people and find these people who are passionate about doing this, and then keep this always in a loop, that like not only me as a product is connecting to customers and I know how to do better. No, everyone, we are the team, we are building it together, we are connected to the customers, and we make the decision. Yeah,
so basically you end up being on the same frequency and everyone knows everything. Okay. We are approaching to the end of the conversation. But before that, I promised you a challenge. A small one, not push-ups. I want you to ask our viewers to, let's say, to challenge them into, you know, doing something that you wanted to do yourself if you had all the information you know now, like in your past, you know, when you started your career. If somebody would tell you something at the beginning of your career, what would it be? And just challenge our viewers to
Yeah,
to do the same thing.
Yeah, I have this one. When like I started my career, just like before even product manager, I worked in social media. And I remember that at some point I was thinking, yeah, like why do I need to invest in my blog and Instagram? Because like it's already so many people on Instagram, like I don't need to do it. And like I've been thinking about it now that like sometimes you feel that it's like already too late. Like there are so many people that are doing things that like you don't need to enter this like niche, this market, this technology. But the thing is, it's like never too late. So I think like if you wanted to start a blog on Instagram, just like start doing it. If you were thinking about like vibe coding but never done it, like do it. If you were thinking about, I don't know, like changing your career, yeah, maybe this is also time to do it.
Yeah, that's a really good piece of advice. And I feel like with all the people we've interacted during How to Web and the side events, we had similar answers leading to this in our conversation. And I feel like the universe is starting to telling us something. Because to summarize, you need to start doing it now.
Yeah.
And
It's never too late.
It's never too late, but be persistent and have patience because it's gonna happen. Okay. Now I just want to thank you again for being here and sharing a bit of your expertise and like bits and pieces of what challenges you faced and how you grew as a professional. It was a pleasure having you here. For everyone that's looking at this episode right now, you are gonna have all the information about Kate in the description below, or you can just contact her on LinkedIn and start collaborating, probably making sourdough or like vibe coding. If you have a passion on this, feel free to contact her. Thank you for the time, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.